අපේ දහම් පාසල පටන් ගන්න දැන් අවුරුදු 10කටත් වැඩි. මේ මුළු කාලයම තුල අපි දහම් පාසල තුලින් විවිධ වැඩසටහන් කළා. අපි සින්දු කිව්වා, නාට්‍ය කළා, කතා පැවැත්වුවා, නැටුම් වගේ විවිධ ඉදිරිපත් කිරීම් කළා. හැබැයි අද අපි කරන්න යන්නේ දහම් පාසලේ අපිට අලුත්ම දෙයක්.
Yes, Tulip, it is exactly going to be a new experience. As you all may know, the whole world is now like a battlefield. Wars between Ukraine and Russia, Palestine and Israel, India and Pakistan are a few to name.
ඉතින් අපිත් අද පුංචි සංග්‍රාමයක් කරන්නයි සූදානම් වෙන්නේ.
Yes, but our battle is not a harmful one. It is a friendly battle. We don't use weapons like guns and swords to fight with each other.
ඔව් අපේ සංග්‍රාමය අද කරන්නේ වචන වලින්.
Yes, a battle of words.
අපි මේ වාග් සංග්‍රාමය විනිශ්චය කරන්න අපි ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා අපේ ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේලා තුන්දෙනාට. ඒ වගේම රසික මාමට ආදරයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා මේ කටයුත්ත මෙහෙයවන්න.
Yes, as we said earlier, this is a completely new concept for us, so we may not be perfect and there may be lapses. Please bear with us and all my brothers and sisters are trying to do their best.
Ape Hamdurune, our parents, our honoured guests, and my brothers and sisters. I would like to talk to you about an important part of Buddhism, which is Amisa Puja. Amisa Puja plays a significant role in Buddhist teachings. It refers to material offerings that can be perceived by the five senses. It helps foster faith and devotion in the Triple Gem. Vesak Poya Day highlights the importance of Amisa Puja. People come together to give dana, build Vesak pandals, build Vesak lanterns, sing devotional songs and do Vesak dramas to show respect and devotion to the Triple Gem.
I'm going to be talking about Pratipatti Puja and so is my team. Pratipatti Puja is a way of offering towards the Buddha in a form of practical means by practicing the Buddha's teachings. So, practicing the Buddha's teachings enables oneself to attain nirvana the easiest way possible. So, there must be three key elements that a person must have in order for them to attain nirvana. The first element is sila. Sila means living morally, and living morally means living by the five precepts, the basic foundation of a Buddhist.
Please welcome the welcome speech.
Good afternoon, respected Hamdurane, teachers, dear parents, and my beloved Dhamma friends. It is with a heart full of joy that I stand before you today on this most sacred and meaningful occasion, the celebration of Vesak. Today, I not only stand before you to celebrate the birth, enlightenment, and passing away of our great teacher, the Lord Buddha, but also to reflect on the timeless wisdom and compassion he had gifted the world. For me, this day is more than just a festival. It is a reminder of a journey I have walked hand in hand with all of you, a journey that began right here more than 12 years ago. Abhisheka and I were part of the earlier classes that this Dhamma school had, and still we are here, learning the doctrine of the Buddha. But it's not only just us two that have been here this whole time. Metul, Chanudi, my sister, and a few other people have been here, not been in the classes, but still here at the start of the Dhamma school. These grounds have been my second home, where I learnt my first gathas and I lit my first oil lamp for the Lord Buddha, and when I truly began to understand what it means to live with patience, kindness and mindfulness. First, we must thank the person who created this community in the first place. With our Samitha Hamdurune's guidance, Kanchananandi, we thank you for bringing our children together in the Buddha's light. Ape Hamdurune, you have always been with our Dhamma school every step of the way, and I welcome you to this wonderful and holy occasion. Unfortunately, Kanchananandi is not here at this moment, but we still acknowledge your huge merits that you have done for us. After the creation of this new Dhamma school, my Tata, you may know him as Rasika Mama or Rasika Ayya, and Nishanta Mama had both come together to spread their vast knowledge of Dhamma to the children of the Dhamma school. Also, Malindinandi and Harshinandi had also joined to teach the children, but after a while, Amaninandi had taken over to take over the little class. Our Dhamma school has existed for nearly 12 years. You can see a few pictures documenting on how our Dhamma school had started. But after some time, there were little families actually attending the Dhamma school. And for a few years, some families had gotten together and we'd started celebrating Vesak in our house. As well as this, we also held the Poson Poya festivals in Veenanandi's house. So, due to this popularity, after a while, more and more families had started to join the Dhamma school. And as a result, we had hosted many different festivals with a lot more people attending. However, soon after, due to COVID-19, we'd started to transition to an online method of Dhamma school. And we give thanks to our Hamdurune for giving us the light of the Dhamma even in those horrible times. For this Vesak celebration, we have practiced extremely hard to ensure that our attendees had the best experience possible. For nearly a whole month's worth of practice, today is the day the Dhamma school shows its true colors. So, as we light our lamps today and offer flowers and incense, let us remember the long and beautiful tradition of Vesak. And let us offer this day, especially as a tribute to the place that taught us these values, our cherished Dhamma school, which continues to nurture young minds with the light of the Dhamma. Today, we have prepared a wonderful celebration, and we warmly welcome you all, and we hope you enjoy. Thank you.
දැන් අපි මේ සූදානම් වෙන්නේ වෙසක් උත්සවය ගැන කතා කරන්න. වෙසක් පොය වැදගත්කම ගැන නාට්‍යානුසාරයෙන් අපිට කියලා දෙන්න අපේ පුංචි නංගිලා මල්ලිලා පිරිසක් සූදානමින් ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් අපි එයාට ආරාධනා කරමු නේද දුන්නා?
Yes, Tulati, look how beautiful this evening is. Can you imagine how beautiful the Lumbini Sunloyana, where Prince Siddhartha was born, must have been? Let us now invite our dear brothers and sisters to take part in the meaningful Vesak drama, celebrating the sacred occasion with heartfelt expression.
Mali, do you know today is full moon Vesak Poya Day?
Vesak Poya?
Yes. Vesak is an important Poya Day. Why is it important? Why do we celebrate it? Let's ask Amanda. Dada, is Vesak Poya an important Poya Day?
Yes, Vesak Poya is really important to Buddhists all over the world.
We celebrate the birth and enlightenment of Prince Siddhartha and the passing away of Lord Buddha on Vesak full moon Poya Day.
And this important Poya falls on the month of May.
What are you all talking about?
Archie, we want to know all about Vesak.
Come on, children, come and sit here. I will tell you all about Vesak Poya.
Archie, Dada said that Vesak is important for all the Buddhists.
Yes, 3 important events of the life of Lord Buddha happen on Vesak Poya. Do you know what they are?
Tell us, Archie. Prince Siddhartha was born at Lumini Salpak on Vesak Poet Day. Who was Prince Siddhartha's mother? Do you know?
I know, Queen Mahamaya. And the father was King Suddhodana. Yes. When Prince Siddhartha was born, he walked 7 steps. With each step, a red lotus flower bloomed up from the ground. The prince stood on the 7th lotus and said, Abko hamasmilo kassa, jetto hamasmilo kassa, setto hamasmilo kassa, ayamanti ma jati nati tani punappato.
Yes, and this Gartha means I am the greatest in the world. I am the most senior. I am the most supreme. This is the last birth. No more births I shall have.
So, because of Prince Siddhartha's birth, Vesak Poya is important for us. This is the first reason.
What's the second?
Prince Siddhartha or aesthetic Gautama had attained the Buddhahood on a Vesak Poya Day.
Yes, it happened at Buddha Gaya in India on the sacred Sri Mahabodhi tree.
After having struggled and tortured his body for a whole 6 years in search of wisdom, aesthetic Gautama realized it was not the way to find nirvana.
Then he followed the middle path and attained enlightenment.
On a Vesak full moon holiday at the age of 35.
Ooh, that is really interesting.
Tell us the third reason.
Our Lord Buddha attained Parinirvana on a Vesak Poya Day too.
Yes, Mahaparinirvana happened at Kusinara.
Under the shade of 2 sol trees in the Upavadana Salpark.
Do you know, children, even the trees are low full of fruits and flowers in the month of May. Also, the full moon illuminates the sky.
It's like the nature is also getting ready to celebrate.
We do lots of things to celebrate Vesak. We go to the temple, observe still, do dana and do meditation.
That is called Pratipatti Puja.
We light oil lamps and Vesak lanterns.
Not only that, but the Buddhist flag is hoisted in every house and beautiful ponds are erected in cities. This is called Arisa Puja.
Mummy, shall we light our Vesak lanterns too?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, children. Let's get ready to go to the temple. Go, wash yourselves and put on clean white clothes.
I'll pick some flowers.
I have already arranged the oil lamps and incense sticks. Take with us.
Wow, look at the full moon today.
So beautiful.
I think it's beautiful because today is Vesak full moon Poya Day.
What's an important day in the year? Look, it is. It's all about the importance of Vesak Poya.
The first picture is in Lumbini Sandalina, where Prince Siddhartha was born. The second picture shows when Prince Siddhartha attained enlightenment. And finally, the last picture shows when Lord Buddha attained Parinirvana. Isn't that the sound of the Gandhara?
That must be the time for the Bodhi Puja is closer.
Let's go quickly.
Daddy, do you think our nandis and nandis will remember what they need to do when they get to the temple? I think they will. Let's take the shoes. Why are we taking our shoes off? Let's take off our hats and shoes before entering the temple. Let us to pay our respect to Lord Buddha. Let's make a flag for Lord Buddha. First we go to the target. Next we go to the border tree. Finally we worship the Lord Buddha. Come on everyone. Look, there's Humphrey. Let's go everybody. Oh, Humphrey, do the Buddha wonder now.
blessing on this thrice blessed day we call Buddha Purnima or Sambuddha Jayanti, anniversary of Lord Buddha's birth, enlightenment, and great passing away. It was very nice that children were starting the celebration of Vesak in a more vibrant, more attractive, very meaningful, especially in a very practical manner. I was very touched and I was so happy. Especially Vidun starts saying the history of 12 years. And as Vidun said, this is the second one to him. So do I. Yeah, to me, it's the same. We have our Letchworth Dhamma Niketane Buddhist Center. And together with that, we have been ever since develop a great relationship with Bracknell community here. You know, so some people have come new, some people have moved out, but we still remains. We continue our Dhamma school. Sometimes people moved out to different places, but we didn't stop it. There was some pandemic, as Vidun said, we still didn't stop it. We continue it. And I have seen some little ones have now grown up. They are very different now. Some of them are grown up, like Vidun and that age group being grown up. And some others are, little ones are also coming along very nicely. So therefore it's a very blissful, very important thing to see. 12 years means a long time, but we are very happy that we have continued. It's not easy for some of us to continue something that long. It needs loads and loads of sacrifices, contributions, and affection. Therefore, it is a great blessing for our children, especially who are brought up in this culture. Mainly the parents, especially our Rasikaya and all others, taken great effort, been very creative to get the children involved, which is a wonderful thing. So I even learned from you today very beautifully and how meaningful this celebration is. And when we learn from children, it's very powerful. So when children learn from Hamdru and others, also very powerful. Yeah. So therefore we are very happy, and we on this occasion welcome our two new Hamdru to our temple from Colombo Dehiwala, Kurugammana Dhammika Pandita Hamdru, also from Gol Ambalangoda, our Mattala Vinitha Pandita Hamdru. Two very educated young monks are also joining today. As you know, from the very beginning, Letchworth Buddhist Vihara is being the mother organization, and on behalf of that, our Padmanana are also joining to honor the event. And we are very happy that all of you have continued your quality Dhamma education. I have to say that because our teachers has taken great effort. As you saw some of the slides, we did Vesak festivals, we did New Year festivals, we did Independence Day celebrations, and what else? We did Poson, we did Natya, Vesantara Natya. Our adults did that. And also last year, your community, your parents took the lead of doing the Katina ceremony, which is one of the very highest meritorious activity. When we say your parents, actually you as children led that. So therefore, it's a great community. There was a religious teacher and called Confucius. There was a king in that country, and the king went to the Confucius and said, if a person want to be the best person, what that person need to do? This religious teacher said 3 things to make a person a kind of a very good person. What are the 3 things? First, they should have a good wealth, money. Second one, good protection, security, safety. Third one, morality, values. King said, if you want to drop one of those 3, what would you drop? The monk said, drop the wealth, money. And then king said, out of those 2, what are the other those 2? Safety, and what is the other one? Morality, values, our spirituality, our adhyatma. Out of those 2, even if we want to drop something, what would you do? Asked by the king from the monk. Monk said, drop the safety, security. King started laughing, making a real big laugh, and said, if there is no money, if there is no safety, what are you going to do with the spirituality? What are you going to do with the morality? If there is no money, if there is no safety, what the point of having morality? The monk said, if there is no morality, you will have money and safety, like you might have big walls or weapons, but you will be die on the street like animals. You will have a life like a pig, just flesh and blood, no brain. So therefore, the first and foremost thing in our life to develop the morality, values. What is values? First and foremost, values means good and bad. Knowing good and bad. Not science, not maths, not music, no other subject. First and foremost, to know good and bad. All the Buddhas come into this world to teach that. Of course, we know, we learn Four Noble Truths, Middle Path, Noble Eightfold Path, Dependent Origination. We know 3 defilements, 3 universal characteristics, Anicca, Dukkha, Anattama. They are not the main things Buddhas come to teach first and foremost. What is the admonition of every Buddhist? What is the admonition of every Buddhist? Anyone can call it by heart? What is the simple, straightforward admonition? Mokadda siyalu buduwarunge anusasanawa. Sabba papassa akarana. Kusalassa upasampada. සියලුම බුදුවරු ලෝකේ පහළ වෙන්නේ අකුසලෙන් ඈත් කරන්න, කුසලයට යොමු කරන්න, හොඳ නරක කියලා දෙන්න. ඒක තමයි ප්‍රධානම දේ. එතකොට අපි දැකපු, we not have seen the Buddha, but we have seen living two Buddhas. Who are they? We have seen some living Buddhas. Who are they? Yes? Who are our living Buddhas? Our mother and father. So what are their duty? Their duties are 5. Okay? I will tell only the first 3. First one, avoid you from evil or bad habits. Second one, engage you in the good ones, good habits. What is the third one? Give you the right education. But unfortunately, most parents are very interested about the third, take lightly about the first and second. One mother said to me 10 years ago, Hamudru, I don't mind my daughter, whatever she does. I don't want to send her to the Dhamma school. I given her all the freedom. So long as she get a good education and a good job, I am happy. But this mother, 10 years later, came and crying and asking me, can you please talk to my daughter? I asked what? That mother was saying me, she is a bit stubborn, she doesn't want to listen to us, she is get little bit isolated. I can sense something not right. I said to that mother, you are the one told me 10 years ago, you don't want to send her to the Dhamma school, temple, not bothered about that. So long as she get a good education, good job, you are fine. But now today, you are crying. So therefore, I asked her, how can I change a person I have not seen often for 10 years? So similarly, your parents has taken this great effort because they know they were brought up in this culture. They know how much means this to you, to their life. I think I have not seen parents like yours anywhere else. Children, you need to be really proud of your mummies, your daddies, your Dhamma school teachers for making such a wonderful environment, atmosphere like Vesak, as it is in Sri Lanka. Even better opportunities. No, the children in Sri Lanka will not even get these type of opportunities to play drama, engage in conversation, explaining things. It's a beautiful environment. Therefore, I sincerely, we are living a very short life. There is no fight, no point of having competitions, discriminations. We live, we serve, we die. Why we are talking about the Buddha? Not because of the birth, not because of the death. Why we are still talking about the Buddha? During the lifetime, what he does, enlightenment, if there is no enlightenment, people will not talk about the birth. People will not talk about the death. Because what he been realized and shared for 45 years, we are celebrating Vesak. Of course, birth, death, great passing away is important, but that is important because of the enlightenment. Similarly, we all are being born. We will one day die, but we will not be significant unless we have done something great. Therefore, what you are learning, you are being developing leadership skills, real personality skills. One day, you will go into any community, any congregation, any assembly, and you will shine bright, which is very nice. Your engagement, your involvement, shaping you as a perfect, skillful, brave leader in the future. In that sense, I am very happy one day these little lotuses will blossom and illumines the world as shining, vibrant Buddhist leaders. That is what we want. Buddhist Sri Lankan leaders like you, we need thousands, millions of people like you to make this world a better world. So let us bring our palms jointly together and observe the precepts and pay our homage and start the program. Okay? Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Say namo tassa 3 times to observe the 5 precepts.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dhammang saranang gacchami.
Sanghang saranang gacchami.
Sanghang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyang pi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyang pi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyang pi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyang pi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyang pi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyang pi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyang pi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyang pi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyang pi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyang pi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyang pi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyang pi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Adinādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Adinādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Kāmesu miccācārā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Kāmesu miccācārā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Surāmeraya majjapamādāṭṭhānā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Surāmere majjapamādāṭṭhānā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We pay our homage to the supremely enlightened Lord Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. We offer the first portion of the offerings, light, drinks, incense, flowers, and all these decorations, your hard work day and day out. These special stupa, beautifully decorated, and the pandols, these lanterns, these all the other, all are offerings to the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. May this be a great blessing to you all. Bearing that in your heart, let us pay our homage to the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha together. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස ඉතිපිසෝ භගවා අරහං සම්මා සම්බුද්ධෝ විඤ්ඤාචරණ සංපන්නෝ සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස සාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාත් ස්වාක්ඛාතෝ භගවතා ධම්මෝ සම්දිට්ඨිකෝ අකාලිකෝ ඒහි ඕපනයිකෝ පච්චත්තං වේදිතබ්බෝ විඤ්ඤෝහි සුපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ උජ්ජුපටිපන්නෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ ඥාය පටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ සාමීචි පටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ යදිදං චත්තාරි පුරිස අට්ඨ පුරිස පුංගලා ඒස භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ ආහුනේයෝ පාහුනේයෝ දක්ඛිනේයෝ අංජලි කරණීයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤක්ඛෙත් තං ලෝකස්සාති වන්දාමි චේතියං සබ්බං සබ්බටානි සුපතිට්ඨිකං සාරීරික ධාතු මහා බෝධින් බුද්ධ රූපං සකලං යස්ස මූලේ නිසින්නෝව සම්බාරි විජයං පත්තෝ සම්බං යුතං සත්තා වන්දේතං බෝධිපාද ඉමේ ඒතේ මහා බෝධි ලෝකනාතේන පූජිතා අහං පිතේ නමස්සාමි බෝධි රාජා නමස්තේ ඝනසාරප්පදිත්තේන දීපේන තමදං තිලෝක දීපං සංබුද්ධං පූජයාමි තමෝනුදං ගන්ධ සම්භාර යුත්තේන දූපේනහං සුගන්ධින පූජයේ පූජනීයං තං පූජා භාජන මුත්තමං වන්න ගන්ධ ගුණෝපේතං ඒතං කුසුම සන්තති පූජයාමි මුනිං දස්ස සිරිපාද සරෝරු සුගන්ධං සීතලං කප්පං පසන්න මధుරං පානීයමේතං භගවා පතිගන්හාතු අදිවාසේතුනෝ භන්තේ කිලාන පච්ච අච්චයං ඉමං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පතිගන්හාතුත්තම අදිවාසේතුනු වන්තේ සබ්බං සද්දාය පූජිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පතිගන්හාතු කායේන වාචා චිත්තේන පමාදේන මයා කතං අච්චයං කමමේ බන්තේ බුරි පඤ්ඤ තථාගත කායේන වාචා චිත්තේන පමාදේන අච්චයං කමමේ ධම්ම සම්දිට්ඨික අකාලික කායේන වාචා චිත්තේන පමාදේන මයා අච්චයං කමමේ සංඝ සුපටිපන්න අනුත්තර ඉමිනා පුඤ්ඤ කම්මේන මාමේ බාල සමාගම සතං සමාගමෝ හෝතු යාව නිබ්බානපත්තිය ආකාසට්ටා ච බුම්මට්ටා දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරං රක්ඛන්තු ලෝක සාසන ආකාසට්ටා ච බුම්මට්ටා දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරං රක්ඛන්තු දේශනං ආකාසට්ටා ච බුම්මට්ටා දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරං රක්ඛන්තු මං පරන්ති ඉදං මේ ඥාතිනං හෝතු සුඛිතා හොන්තු ඉදං මේ ඥාතිනං හෝතු සුඛිතා ඉදං මේ ඥාතිනං හෝතු සුඛිතා හොන්තු ඥාතයෝ
tinidun sema, silkat tinidun sema, silkat guna kisoma, silkat guna kisoma, silkat tinidun sema, silkat tinidun sema, silkat guna kisoma, saya akan memau tema, bila ada putus Samitha, bila ada putus Samitha, obey kodamode, bikin obey ramsade, wajib obey, bila ada putus Samitha, bila ada putus Samitha, bila ada putus Samitha, bila ada putus Samitha. Hello everyone, my name is Odadi. I will be talking about Vesak and what I did for Vesak this year. Vesak is a very important festival for Buddhists. It celebrates the birth, enlightenment and passing away of the Lord Buddha. Vesak is in May. On this day, people go to the temple. They offer flowers, light oil lamps and pray. Homes and streets are decorated with lanterns and lights. Big pandals show stories from the life of the Lord Buddha. Children wear white clothes and follow a very simple lifestyle. Vesak is a day of peace, love and kindness. This is how we celebrate Vesak. This year for Vesak, I attended the SIL program. Now let's see what our little brothers and sisters did for their Vesak celebration. Little brothers and sisters, this is your opportunity to show us what you did for your Vesak celebration.
Hi, my name is Kiara and I did the following meritorious act during the month of Vesak. I fed the ducks in the country park near my house. I also got a bird feeder and a bird bath, so I like watching them eat and have a little bath afterwards because I think it's really nice. Also, we get squirrels, so we feed them by giving them breadcrumbs. Thank you for listening, Tharan Saranai. Hi, my name is Nisaki. I'm going to talk about worshipping Lord Buddha on Vesak Poya Day. We picked purple flowers and sprinkled water. Moreover, prepared 4 glasses of Gilan Pasor and offered Gilan Pasor Puja. And worship Lord Buddha on Vesak Poya Day. Especially we lit and hang lanterns outside when it's dark. Thank you. Terawan Saranai.
My name is Ona. Today I would like to speak about one of the most beautiful and meaningful symbols of the Vesak. That is the Vesak lantern. Vesak, also known as Buddha Day, celebrates the birth, enlightenment and passing away of Lord Buddha. One of the most iconic parts of this celebration is the Vesak lantern. It is a time of reflection, compassion and spreading light, both spiritually and literally.
These colourful, glowing creations are much more than just decorations. They symbolise the light of wisdom. In Sri Lanka and other Buddhist countries, people of all ages participate in making these lanterns. They are often crafted from bamboo and tissue paper and come in various shapes. The most common Vesak lantern is the Atapartama. This unique lantern holds deep meanings. The Atapartama, each part has a symbolic value. The 4 square sides represent the 4 noble truths: suffering, cause of suffering, end to suffering, path to end suffering. The 8 triangular shapes represent the 8 worldly conditions: gain and loss, fame and defame, happiness and sadness, praise and blame. According to the Buddha, we should remain calm no matter what happens. The top and bottom open squares represent the birth and death of life. The colourful hanging stripes represent the never-ending cycle of life, known as the samsara. Creating Vesak lanterns brings us together, working in harmony, just as the Buddha taught. It is a time for unity, creativity and spiritual reflection. Thank you, Farewell Saranam.
My name is Saduli. I'm going to talk about my Vesak card. I drawed a beautiful lantern medal and I coloured it beautifully. We celebrate Vesak is really important for all Buddhists. We celebrate 3 celebrations. That is a birth, enlightened and passing away of our Lord Buddha. I wrote Happy Vesak and I gave it to my parents. I enjoyed making this card. I was happy and peaceful. Happy Vesak to all of you. Thank you for listening to Alan Saranai.
Hello everyone, I'm Yufeng. Today I'm going to talk about meditation. In my mind, I think Buddha teaches how to control our mind, and that's what meditation is. Meditation is when we close our eyes, take deep breaths, sit quietly, do meditation. Close our eyes, take deep breaths. We let our minds rest, just like how our bodies rest when we sleep. It helps us feel calm, happy and strong inside. When we meditate, we listen to our breath, notice our thoughts, let go of any worries. Even kids like us can do it, anywhere, anytime. So next time you feel sad or angry, just stop, take deep breaths, sit quietly, do meditation, because a peaceful mind creates a happy heart, and a happy heart spreads joy to everyone around. Thank you. Turn on someone.
Hello Steve, my name is Little and today I'm going to talk to you all about Vesak Poya Day. On the Vesak Poya Day, I went to the temple. On the Vesak Poya Day, I followed the precepts. I did many good things during the day. I listened to Dhamma talking.
I practice meditation. I take part in the Kiriviti Puja and Gilampas Puja. And people gave us food as a kind gift. I had a happy and peaceful day. At the end of the day, I said, Vandana Gatha, I am excited for the next point day. Thank you. Everyone said.
Hello everyone, this is Anya. Today she was going to talk about something good that she did for Vesak. Her mother and father helped her to make a beautiful bird feeder. There are lots of birds in their garden all the time. Every morning and evening she puts bird food in the feeder. When she sees the birds eating their food, she feels so happy. She thinks birds are enjoying their food. This is how she shows her love and care to innocent animals. It is our duty to look after them. Hope you learned something good from her speech. Thank you for listening.
Our little brothers and sisters have now said what they had done for Vesak. Something we all do for Vesak is make lanterns. Out of all the lanterns, there is a very special one, and that is called the Attapattama. I'm going to tell you the story behind it. Among all Vesak lanterns, the most meaningful one is the Attapattama. I looked into why it's called the Attapattama. An Attapattama lantern consists of several parts, 8 triangles, 6 squares, and an opening at the top and bottom. Today I especially hope to speak about the Uttara Dhamma, or 8 worldly conditions symbolized by the 8 triangles. The Uttara Dhamma refers to gain and loss, fame and disgrace, praise and blame, pleasure and pain. Only when all 8 triangles are equal in size does the Attapattama form its proper shape. If even one triangle is drawn incorrectly, the entire lantern loses its symmetry and becomes unattractive. In the same way, if we become overly attached to any of one of the 8 worldly conditions, the balance in our life is lost. Also, the light from the candles inside the Attapattama symbolizes our mind, just as the illuminated light illuminates the lantern. An illuminated mind can brighten one's life. But if we do not take care of our mind, our lives may fall into darkness. No one has ever explained the way to illuminate the mind more clearly than the Buddha. However, the candles inside the lantern can also be a cause of destruction. Even though the flame burns brightly, a sudden gust of wind or the candle falling could set the whole lantern on fire and destroy it. In the same way, our lives too can be destroyed due to illnesses or unexpected accidents. This reminds us of the impermanence of life. Even if no accident occurs, the candle will eventually burn out naturally. This reminds us that one day when our lifespan ends, we too will face death. So I sincerely hope that when we make Attapattama next time, or haven't seen one, remind us the true nature of our life according to Buddha's teachings. Pedamansa.
විදුලිය මුලින්ම කිව්වා අපේ දහම් පාසල පටන් ගන්න දැන් අවුරුදු 10කටත් වැඩි. මේ මුළු කාලයම තුල අපි දහම් පාසල තුලින් විවිධ වැඩසටහන් කළා. අපි සිංහල කිව්වා, නාට්‍ය කළා, කතා පැවැත්වුවා, නැත්නම් වගේ විවිධ ඉදිරිපත් කිරීම් කළා. හැබැයි අද අපි කරන්න යන්නේ දහම් පාසලේ අපිට අලුත්ම දෙයක්.
Yes, Dolithy, it is exactly going to be a new experience. As you all may know, the whole world is now like a battlefield. Wars between Ukraine and Russia, Palestine and Israel, India and Pakistan are a few to name.
ඉතින් අපිත් අද පුංචි සංග්‍රාමයක් කරන්නයි සූදානම් වෙන්නේ.
Yes, but our battle is not a harmful one. It is a friendly battle. We don't use weapons like guns and swords to fight with each other.
ඔව් අපේ සංග්‍රාමය අද කරන්නේ වචන වලින්.
Yes, a battle of words.
අපේ මේ වාග් සංග්‍රාමය විනිශ්චය කරන්න අපි ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා අපේ ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේලා තුන්දෙනාට. ඒ වගේම රසික මාමට ආදරයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා මේ කටයුත්ත මෙහෙයවන්න.
Yes, as we said earlier, this is a completely new concept for us, so we may not be perfect and there may be lapses. Please bear with us, and all my brothers and sisters are trying to do their best.
සියලුම ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේලාගෙන් අවසරයි. පැමිණ සිටින ඔබ සියලු දෙනාගෙන් අපි ආදරයෙන් පිළිගන්නවා. දහම් පාසලේ ළමයින්ගේ new item එකක් තමයි අද අපි කරන්න යන්නේ. ඒක මේ සංවාදයක්. It's a little debate for them, but as far as we are concerned, it is a samvada. It's a little discussion. What we are going to talk about is two things. One side will be talking about Amisa Puja, and the other side will be talking about Pratipatti Puja, and both the teams are going to present their higher points. Yeah, highlight their points and then score some marks. All Hamduru has got a score sheet, and Hamduru will be marking the way you are presenting your points in order to prove your topic. So I want everyone to introduce yourself first, please, and take the mic and say your name, then pass the mic to the other person.
Hello, I'm Hasan.
Hello, I'm Vidunya. Hello, I'm Chanati. Hello, I'm Rayon. Hello, I'm Mahali.
Hello, I'm Vidun.
Hello, I'm Diliti.
Hello, I'm Sidhu.
Hello, I'm Sarah. Hello, I'm Metul.
So each team is going to get, each member of each team is going to get a 2-minute time talking your points. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start from one end, and once the first person has spoken, the other team first person will start, and the second person from the other team will start, and so on. We'll go zigzag between the two teams until all the team members are finished talking. And that is the first round. Yeah? And the second round, we are hoping that you are going to note down or think about what the opposite team is going to say, and then try to say something better than what they have already said about their topic. Okay? That way, you're going to again score more points. And for that round, before that round starts, we are going to give you a couple of minutes in order to gather your thoughts and ideas before you come back and attack the other person, other team. Okay? And then as the last round, we're going to give couple of minutes again only for the team captains from each side to summarize their points and present a strong statement basically by supporting your topic. Okay? So my left hand side, the team is going to talk about Amsi Puja. The right hand side team is going to be talking about Pratipatti Puja. And I invite all the members on the audience to start listening to what children has to say. And you will have an opportunity to choose a team as well. But final decision will be made by our Hamaduru as well. So pay your attention please while they're talking. Thank you very much. So first, we are starting from team captain of Mr. Puja.
Thank you, Rasika Mama, Ape Hamdurune, our parents, our honored guests, and my brothers and sisters. I would like to talk to you about an important part of Buddhism, which is Amisa Puja. Amisa Puja plays a significant role in Buddhist teachings. It refers to material offerings that can be perceived by the five senses. It helps foster faith and devotion in the Triple Gem. Vesak Poya Day highlights the importance of Amisa Puja. People come together to give dana, build Vesak pandals, build Vesak lanterns, sing devotional songs, and do Vesak dramas to show respect and devotion to the Triple Gem. When doing so, one must maintain a great amount of patience, khanti, and concentration, samadhi, which is very important to lead a peaceful life. After all of your hard work, when you experience the final outcome, your mind will be full of pleasant thoughts and shraddha will be enhanced. For many people, especially beginners, Amisa Puja is the means by which one begins your journey in Buddhism, which leads you to the path to Nibbana. The more you practice Amisa Puja, the closer you get to the Dhamma. The closer you are to the Dhamma, the easier it is to understand the Dhamma. The easier it is to understand the Dhamma, the more stimulated you are to dive into Buddhism. Therefore, Amisa Puja is the means by which one achieves ultimate bliss and happiness. Thank you.
Thank you, Hassan Dumalli. I'm going to be talking about Pratipatti Puja, and so is my team. Pratipatti Puja is a way of offering towards the Buddha in a form of practical means by practicing the Buddha's teachings. So, practicing the Buddha's teachings enables oneself to attain nirvana the easiest way possible. So, there must be three key elements that a person must have in order for them to attain nirvana. The first element is sila. Sila means living morally, and living morally means living by the 5 precepts, the basic foundation of a Buddhist. The second element is samadhi. Samadhi is concentration, and this means training your mind in order to attain the ability to be mindful and to tell the difference between what is good and what is bad. The last element is panya. Panya means developing your mind to attain the quality of wisdom. Wisdom means you understand how the mind works according to the Buddha's teachings, like what the mind likes to do or what the mind is generally. These three elements, along with Pratipatti Puja, are essential for attaining nirvana. As well as this, the Buddha had also stated the Dhamma in his metaphor, a metaphor comparing the Dhamma to a raft. The Buddha had said, if you use a raft to cross a river and you take that raft, once you get to the other side, you take that raft upon your head and carry on with your journey. This is not the right way. Instead, you must take the raft down once you have reached the other side and carry on with your journey without any unnecessary weight. This is exactly like the Dhamma. The Dhamma should be followed as only a means to getting to nirvana, and not just to be clung on to as teachings or to be blindly worshipped. So, that is why I think that Pratipatti Puja is the best puja. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayya. Today I'm going to talk about something beautiful in the Buddhist practice. And this is how we do Amisa Puja, or acts of Vandana. We do Amisa Puja through various ways. First is Bodhi Vandana, which is paying homage to the Bodhi tree. Next is Pilama Vandana, which is paying homage to the Buddha statue. And finally is Stupa Vandana, which is paying homage to stupas or dagava, which often contain relics that signify important events in the Buddha's life. We perform these acts of Vandana through various offerings. I will name a few. Water, which symbolizes hospitality and purification. Food, which expresses gratitude and generosity. Incense, which symbolizes the purity of the Buddha's teachings. Light, which symbolizes the wisdom and dispelling of ignorance. And finally, flowers, which signify the beauty and impermanence of life. If one does Amisa Puja the way I described it, they would develop Shraddha, which is unshakable faith, in the triple gem. Thank you.
Thank you, Vidunya. Vidunaya has clearly explained what Pratipatti Puja is. Now I'm going to explain how to practice it. By practicing and exercising the 5 precepts, you can lead a very simple but meritorious life. By practicing meditation, you can gain many merits, and in addition to this, you can also gain mindfulness. A type of meditation that you can practice is Metta Bhavana. By practicing Metta Bhavana, you can learn how to spread loving kindness to others, even in tough times. Another way is by attending and organizing Dhamma talks, sharing the Buddha's teachings with others, and helping people understand the path to enlightenment. One other way is by cultivating positive mental qualities, such as compassion, wisdom, loving kindness, or generosity. You can also try to follow the Noble Eightfold Path. By doing so, lay people can commit to a very simple life that will help attain Nibbana. These forms of worships and practices supports the cultivation of spiritual progress and will help reach the end goal, which is attaining Nibbana. This is why I believe that Pratipatti Puja is the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhurti. As discussed so far, Amisa Puja holds a significant place in Buddhism, but why is it so important? Offerings like flowers, lamps, incense, and food establish faith, respect, and devotion for Buddha. Amisa Puja also brings people together through community engagements, such as building pandals, Vesak lanterns, and giving donsas. These events encourages unity and the association of Kalyana Mitra, so like-minded people can work together to understand the core of Buddhism. These offerings also serve as a reminder of impermanence. Like when a flower withers away, our lives come to an end as well. This is why it is important to be involved in kusal. When offering with goodwill and care for others, you develop metta and karuna. Also, you remove jealousy and envy, which encourages mudita. Also, when performing dana, you give up all emotional bonds which cultivates upeka. In this way, Amisa Puja develops the 4 Brahma Viharas. Amisa Puja helps people connect to the Dhamma. It brings joy, faith, and a sense of community, and is the path for many to the path to enlightenment. Thank you.
Thank you. My team members, Vidun and Dilti, have explained what Pratipatti Puja is. And now, you may be wondering, why do we practice Pratipatti Puja? Well, let me explain. First of all, it helps us find the true path to enlightenment. It can also encourage self-discipline. Following the Noble Eightfold Path cultivates mindfulness and ethical living. Furthermore, it encourages inner peace. Meditation leads to mental stability, which reduces stress and reduces attachment. Moreover, it promotes personal transformation. It can help you feel calm and develop loving kindness. Finally, a powerful example is Angulimala, a violent being during Buddha's times. When he met the Buddha, he completely reformed. He became a monk and practiced Dhamma. So, if we follow Pratipatti Puja our whole life, we will be successful. So that's why I think Pratipatti Puja is the best. Thank you.
Thank you. When we look into Buddhist history, we came across many examples of Amisa Puja. One well-known example is Anathapindika, one of the Buddha's most famous light disciples. He offered Jetaramya, which was one of the beautiful monasteries, which was one of the greatest acts of Amisa Puja. The Lord Buddha himself explained Amisa Puja in a beautiful analogy. He sees the world like a lotus pond. Some of the ponds had already risen from the water, ready to be bloomed, but others are still under the water, not ready to be bloomed. Without support, such as nutrients, those lotus buds never be risen. In the same way, not all people are the same. Some struggle to do with various things, such as mental health. So, for some people, Amisa Puja becomes a stepping stone. Let me share a small example. My mum couldn't attend the Sila program due to family commitment, but she still prepared food with my dad's support. It may be small, but it moves on her dedication and support on others. Remember, Amisa Puja is not about giving things, but it's about building a path for others to access Dhamma. Thank you.
Thanks, Rayon. Now I'm going to be telling you some examples why Lord Buddha expects us to follow his teachings. One example is to show that we should follow Lord Buddha's teachings is when he was near Nirvana. There were scattered flower petals to show respect and gratitude. However, Lord Buddha said that this is not how you should respect me, but instead all my followers who live according to my teachings are the ones who respect and honor me. Yo Dhammam Passati, Soman Passati. You must be wondering, what is this meaning of this gatha? The meaning of this gatha is, the Buddha pointed out that the Dhamma cannot be seen through one's own body, but instead what the Buddha has told us. I'm going to be sharing another story. Vakalitero lived in a family in Zavati. After he saw the Buddha's appearance, he could never tire of looking at him. In order to be closer to him, he became a monk. One day, the Buddha said, the sight of my full body is useless to see me. There are lots of examples we can show to Lord Buddha that we follow Pratipatti Puja. It is the greatest puja that we can follow. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Fellow
Khandaki, Nanda's mother, said, to gain full merits from Amrita Puja, you need to do Amrita Puja with these 3 things: Shraddha, happy feelings, and faithfulness. With these 3 things, you can gain Amrita Puja's full merit. However, if you miss even one of these steps, you can't gain Amrita Puja's full merit. If somebody says or do bad things with Amrita Puja, bad things will happen to them. I will give 2 examples. Monk Lakantika Padya. He was a short and ugly monk. Most of the other monks didn't like him. One of the monks asked him, Monk Lakantika Padya, why are you short and ugly? He said, in my past life, I was a builder. Somebody asked me to make a big stupa. I said, no, I will make a small stupa so that it would be easier to maintain. Therefore, I am now short and ugly. The second example I will be telling you about is when Arahant Mahakashyapa met somebody in the Preta life. Arahant Mahakashyapa asked, why are you in the Preta life? He said, I am in the Preta life because I was making fun of somebody who was doing relic puja. That is why, Pratipatti Puja team, you can't say anything bad about Amrita Puja. Otherwise you might end up in the Preta life. Thank you.
Thank you, Meheli. Well, Sarah, I also have some examples I want to share with the audience. The Lord Buddha preached that in order to attain mindfulness, you have to follow his teachings as quickly as possible. He preached, Appamado matapadam, pamado machinopadam, appamatana miyanti, ye pamata yata mata. You must be wondering, what does this mean? Well, it means that we have to follow the Buddha's teachings as quickly as possible so that we can attain Nibbana, and that those who are mindful have the path to Nibbana revealed to them, and those who are not mindful are as if they are already dead and cancel all future rebirths and continue all future rebirths. Then, an example of people who followed the Buddha's teachings as quickly as possible to then attain Nibbana is Sariputta and Moggallana. At a young age, their friends would have gone to theatres for entertainment, but Sariputta and Moggallana didn't care about those things. All they wanted to do was to try and follow the Buddha's teachings as quickly as possible. Soon they later attained Nibbana. Now, the Lord Buddha said, now that the opposite team said that mindfulness has to be done with skilled Dhamma. But in my opinion, you can start practicing mindfulness wherever you are, whether it's in your homes, workplaces, or just in your daily life. If you work on a task, focus on that task only. If you practice this daily, then you'll have the element of mindfulness. So it is not as hard to have the element of mindfulness as the opposite team said. That is why not only my team members, but also the audience thinks that Pratipatti Puja is the best puja. Isn't it? Thank you.
Thank you very much, children. That was amazing. So you have given a lot of information, and for you to come and say it here with such confidence is really, really amazing. So we're going to give you a couple of minutes quickly to gather some ideas how to fold other party, and then we'll have a go for another round. attacking each other. Okay. So you can have a little discussion as to who is going to talk what. This round to start from Pratipatti Puja.
Okay, so I think the Pratipatti Puja is better because it is, obviously. So, Maheli, I think I remember you saying that there were only 3 parts that one must have in order to give something and for it to be a merit. Well, that's wrong. There must be 6. There should be 3 from the other person as well, the person who is receiving the gift. They should be free of the 3 defilements, Lobha, Dvesha and Moha. You need to learn this, otherwise you will never know what is the true giving. Also, I remember that several members of your team said that giving must be done with mindfulness and goodwill. Well, guess what? That's exactly what my team have been preaching this whole time. So thank you guys for seeing our points and giving us an easier job. Thank you.
Now, I would like to talk about something my friend from the other team, Methil, said about Pratipatti Puja. He said that Pratipatti Puja is the only way to be mindful. But this just isn't true. When you offer light by lighting a lamp, what do you become mindful about? You are reminded and become mindful about the impermanence of life. When the oil in a lamp finishes, the fire will die. Similarly, if your ping or merits finish, you will die. Sometimes the wick will finish and the fire will go out. Similarly, your lifespan or ayusha could finish and you will die. Sometimes the oil and the wick will finish together and the fire will go out. Similarly, your ping and ayusha could finish together and you will die. And sometimes there might still be wick and oil left, but an accident like a gust of wind could blow the fire out. Similarly, an accident could kill you, even if you still have ayusha and kusal left. And this isn't the only case where you become mindful about the impermanence of life through Amrita Puja. Offerings such as flowers and food do the same thing. As flowers wither away or as food decays, so will you eventually die and leave this world. When you offer through Amrita Puja and you become reminded of these things, is this not mindfulness? Method. You make a bold claim saying that Pratipatti Puja is the only way to be mindful. But I think that I've managed to prove that this absurd claim is not true. Thank you.
Vidunya, you said that we can perform various types of vandana, but I think that their effectiveness depends on the sincerity and intention behind them. If the intention isn't good, then there is no point in it. In the past, during the time of the Buddha and the Mahita era, these practices and offerings were genuinely meaningful. However, today's world has evolved and changed, and many of these types of offerings have become commercialized or are simply done because others are doing them. For instance, rituals like 1,000 Pahan Puja or 1,000 Samanmal Puja can be very grand, but are the intentions behind them always positive? I am not trying to say that any of these offerings or practices are wrong or in any way bad. What I am trying to say is that you can achieve the same amounts of blessings as with large offerings with, say, a single flower offered sincerely at home. In Pratipatti Puja, however, you don't need grand offerings like this. As Methil earlier said, you can practice mindfulness in your daily life. For example, cooking with full attention, studying without distractions, or focusing solely on your work tasks. This approach to mindfulness is simple and accessible. It's very straightforward but effective, isn't it? This is why I believe that Pratipatti Puja is the most valuable practice and therefore the best. Thank you.
Hello. I remember you
saying that there's only one way to attaining nirvana, and this is by practicing the Dhamma and sharing the Dhamma with others. However, it's important to consider this story. The story of Sumana the florist. It highlights less commonly emphasized ways to attaining nirvana. The story begins where Sumana offers flowers to the Buddha as a way of showing respect and reverence. And guess what? The Buddha told Sumana that he would become a Pacceka Buddha, who is a silent Buddha. If we interpret the account as Sumana solely becoming a Pacceka Buddha because of his material offerings and his sincerity, this challenges different methods to the requirements of nirvana. And it shows that strong devotion and giving freely can lead to spiritual insight, good karma, even without doing meditation, practicing the Dhamma, or even keeping the 5 precepts, as my friend Duliti said. Sumana's story in this light can be seen as an illustration that the path to nirvana can be done through many different ways. And it shows how deeply felt actions that are driven by a pure heart can lead to nirvana that are different from other methods. So, Pratipatti Puja team, how can you say there's only one way to attain nirvana when there is so much more? Thank you.
Thank you. Nowadays, people don't do Amrita Puja the right way. They give money or things hoping to gain blessings or good luck. Some businesses even sell puja items, hoping to gain blessings. No, hoping to gain profit and claiming for it to bring blessings. Well, the Buddha didn't ask for these fancy gifts. He wanted people to give with a kind heart. And also, you guys might think that like dansas bring people together, but many just do just to show off. They might bring items or gifts, but do they really think about the Dhamma while doing it? Well, most of us have fallen into this society's greatest trap, thinking that we are going to get something just because of our generosity. Well, this isn't the case. When we give something, it's not always guaranteed that we are going to get something back. Real giving should come from giving something and not expecting something back. And one time, the Buddha said that practicing my teachings honor me. So that is greater merit than giving grand offerings. So, with that evidence, I think Pratipatti Puja is the best.
My friend Sadhu has said that Pratipatti Puja was more highly emphasized in the Buddha's teachings. However, this is not the case. Buddha gave us many gathas to chant when taking part in Amrita Puja. For example, we recite Gamasala Paditana when we offer light to the Buddha. Is this not the Buddha's teachings? How can you say that the Buddha's teachings don't highlight Amrita Puja when it is so clearly the contrary? Sadhu also said that Pratipatti Puja is how you develop inner peace, but I cannot agree. So Sadhu said that Pratipatti Puja is the only way to gain inner peace, but I just cannot agree because when you do Amrita Puja, wait. Amrita Puja is a lot more accessible though. Like for example, like when you come across a problem, where do you go? You go to the temple and take part in Bodhi Puja and other forms of giving. So Sadhu, you cannot say that Pratipatti Puja is the only way to gain inner peace when it is so clearly not the case. I'm
going to be telling you one more example. Queen Mallika, who gave unmatched offering. Queen Mallika was a lay disciple of Lord Buddha. She gained many merits. She was a lay disciple of Lord Buddha. She gained many merits. Did you know she gave Dhamma to over 500 arahants? And you can all agree that this is a huge offering gaining many merits. However, after she died, she went to hell for 7 days as she committed sexual misconduct. The moral of this story is, no matter how many offerings you do and gain as many merits as you can, it's the thought and practice what counts. Thank you.
My other teacher said the best way to honor the Buddha is by practicing. But I see it differently. Those final moments, the Buddha, the universal monarch, advised Ananda Pharaoh to build stupas on every crossroad to remain his relics. Those crossroads and those who gain Amisa Puja will gain merit, and the next merit will move on to the forward life. So how can you say that the Buddha did not encourage Amisa Puja? This is a clear example of Amisa Puja. That's why I think Amisa Puja is truly meaningful and beautiful. Thank you. So, Hosindo, I don't agree with your points on material offerings. There was a story about, at the time of Lord Buddha's parinibbana, many people, even the devas, joined in attending Lord Buddha's parinibbana, bringing flowers and other material offerings. But there was one person, Dhamma who didn't attain Lord Buddha's parinibbana. Instead, he stayed, following the Buddha's teachings and meditating. The people and the devas at Lord Buddha's parinibbana were saying, "Oh, this monk is so disrespectful." But do you know what Lord Buddha said? He said, "No, what Dhamma is doing right now is exactly what I want all of you to do. Is exactly what I want all of you to do." Additionally, he gave a beautiful metaphor, saying that there are three things that shine the most in the world. The first one, the sun. It shines so bright during the day, but during night, you can't see it shine. The second, the moon. You can see it shine during night, but during the day, you can't see it shine. The third one, however, is the Dhamma. When it is inside oneself, it will shine forever. So, Amisa Puja team, please don't be like the sun and moon, who will only shine temporarily. Be like the people who believe in Pratipatti Puja, like my team and the audience. That is, if they believe in Pratipatti Puja and the Pratipatti Puja team. Thank you.
In the Pratipatti Puja team, Vidun said that Pratipatti Puja was the best puja there is. But this isn't true. To actually do Pratipatti Puja, you need to do Amisa Puja. Even Rasika Mama said this in Dhamma school. Weren't you listening? I will give an example. Two people went to a mango tree. One of the people had psychic powers, so it was easier for him to take the mangoes down. The other person, however, was normal, so he had to go to the forest, cut wood, make a ladder, and then get the mangoes. Both people ended up with mangoes, didn't they?
Likewise, Pratipatti Puja and Amisa Puja have two different ways to get to the Nirvana. Some people might think Pratipatti Puja is easier. Some people might think Amisa Puja is easier. It depends on what the person thinks. So you can't say that Pratipatti Puja is better than Amisa Puja because they're both really important. Thank you.
Thank you, children, again. That was, again, really, really informative and to the point. That was good. So we're going to give you another round, only for the captains this time, and take only 2 minutes. Please, who is going to go first? You can choose.
Okay, so look at our society now. There are many wars all around the world, including India and Pakistan, Israel and Palestine, to just name a few, like my sister said in her announcement. But especially in this time, the message of Pratipatti Puja is what we need the most. Pratipatti Puja is obviously the easiest way to attain peace in everyone's minds. So if everyone collectively comes together following the message of Pratipatti Puja, living with compassion, kindness and mindfulness, everyone will live together in harmony and instead not fight each other in wars. So, as well as this, the Buddha had stated in the Dhammapada, verse 274, he stated this: Ettadeva maggam nanyo dasanasa visuddhya etam hitum he pratibhajatta das marasa sammohananam. The meaning of this gatha is, there is only one path and there is no other path. Follow this path and you will confound Mara, the evil one. So, everyone in the Amisa Puja who has been saying that there is not only one way to attaining Nirvana, the Buddha has stated himself, and the Buddha's word is absolute, if I remember, that there is only one way to attaining Nirvana, and that is through the Noble Eightfold Path. Also, the audience, remember this: Paramaya Pujaya Pratipatti Pujaya. Thank you.
Thank you, Vidun. I think by now that my team has managed to strongly express the benefits and significance of Amisa Puja. While the opposing team has made some good arguments for Pratipatti Puja, the Dhamma would not have survived all these centuries without the support and cultural significance of Amisa Puja. When Buddhism was first introduced to Sri Lanka, Arahant Mahinda Thero not only brought the religion, but a rich Buddhist culture that goes alongside it too. Beautiful, massive Dhargavas and majestic Buddha statues were built, and people began to honor them through offerings like flowers, lamps, and food. Then came Sanghamitta Theri, who brought with her the sapling of the Bodhi tree. This led for people to venerate the Bodhi tree through Bodhi Puja. After that came Prince Danta and Princess Hemamala, who came to Sri Lanka with the sacred tooth relic, and thus began Dhatu Vandana and Dalada Perahara. As my friend Rayon said previously, in the last place of rest in Kusinara, our Lord Buddha said to Ananda Thero to build the Dhargavas at every crossroad and place after the Mahaparinibbana and place the Buddha's relics inside so that people could venerate them. I said in my speech about Kanti, which is part of the Mangala Sutta, Kanti Chasovatasaka, and I think Chanadev's talking about Kalyana Mitra, associating with good people, Asevanacha Balanam, again in the Mangala Sutta, and concentration which can be developed through Amisa Puja, which was in the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. And finally, from what I've said so far, you can see how Lord Buddha encouraged Amisa Puja. If Mahinda Thero had solely brought Buddha's teachings with him, it would not have survived and taken root in the hearts and minds of the ordinary people. It is due to the culture that goes alongside it, rich with Amisa Puja, that Buddhism has survived for 2,600 years. It's said that if you don't reflect on the past, you cannot prosper in the future. And Amisa Puja has been the way forward in the past. Therefore, Amisa Puja is important for Buddhism to continue to grow and prosper in the years to come. Finally, I would like to make a request from my wise audience. Think clearly. Isn't Amisa Puja the best way to practice and understand the Buddha's teachings? The choice is yours. I thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, children. Right, so we have concluded the debate. It is up to the judges, our Hamadul, to give the verdict, who has won. But before that, I would like to ask the audience, who do you think is the best? Hands up for Amisa Puja. Not very many. And Pratipatti Puja? There is few more than Amisa Puja. Well, let us kindly invite our Hamaduru, who is the best people to judge who has said what. And then I would like Hamaduru to give us a little explanation as well about the decision.
Thank you very much for all the children participating actively. And it was exceptionally bright. And I can't really choose who will be the best, because everyone was to the highest standard. Their starting points, being consistent in the subject what they are talking, and their body language, their eye contacts. I think everyone, even confronting each other, challenging each other's ideas, and is still highlighting their points and try to persuade other people and get involved the audience. I can see big future in all of you. There are so many hidden treasures, gems, so many skills, talents within yourself, and these opportunities will certainly, it's like a precious stone taken out of the ground, but eventually somebody skillful has to very carefully make it a diamond, make it a nice one, otherwise even a split of that will have no value of that precious stones. So therefore, from beginning to end and to end to the beginning, everyone was very, very clever and well done. So my conclusion is everybody won it. So still I have to make either one or the other. Yeah. So, no any favor to anyone. It was just a half a mark difference between each of you. So it was first place, winning team or the first speaker, best speaker, winning team or best speaker. Winner no මොකද්ද කියන්නේ ඉස්සෙල්ලා. You put me in a very big trouble. Winning team, we'll say winning team. In fact, actually, it is quite hard thing to make you understand how important this Amisa Puja, but the team with Amisa Puja did very well. So I would say that winning team is the Amisa Puja.
That's not showing that you need to be mindful.
No, but I would say that it's a very, very, very tiny margin, and they did very well. So it was like, half a mark difference between. It's a breathtaking challenge, but Pratipatti Puja team did exceptionally good to stand on their point to make them prove that is also the best. Thank you very much. And anything else would you like to? That's big. හාමුදුරුවෝ දෙනමගෙන් උත්හාම නේද? ධම්මික හාමුදුරුවෝ එන්න මෙතන. ධම්මික හාමුදුරුවෝ කියන්නේ කවුද හොඳට කතා කරේ කියලා මේ 1 2 3 5 10 දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවනේ. 10 of them. එක ටීම් එකකින් දෙන්න එක්කෙනා ගන්න නේ. එක්කෙනෙක් කෝ ටීම් එකෙන් හොඳට කතා කරලා. Vidun, Bhamdro says Vidun speak very, very well. From the other team, Bhamdro says Vidunya from the other team speaks very well. Well done to every one of you. So thank you very much, Rasika.
Therwan Sarnay, බොහොම පිං. That's the end of it. As far as I'm concerned, all of you are winners. All of you are winners. And why I'm saying so is because for you to start your Dhamma school from very young age, and then to come and stand here and talk about something that is very advanced in Dhamma, like Pratipatti Puja, and how Amisa Puja is going to help do this Pratipatti Puja is really amazing. You got to be really proud. Why I said everyone should be proud, because being parents and seeing our children talking about these topics in front of us. Why? Because you have taken a bold decision to send your child to the Dhamma school and get educated with the best teachings that you can get, that is Dhamma. And we have been doing it for 12 long years. With the help of our Hamaduru, every year, and at the beginning, Hamaduru used to come to Dhamma school every week to get us up to a certain level and then leave us, as Hamaduru was confident that we can manage ourselves. So as parents, please be proud of your children, and I would like to thank for all the children one more time for showing your Dhamma knowledge and sharing your knowledge with everyone else. Thank you very much. What's our next item?
I was curious, Tuliti. What are you talking about?
මම කිව්වේ විදුන්යා බලන්න පොය හඳේ ලස්සන ඒ හඳ එළියෙන් මුළු ලෝකෙම එළිය වෙලා.
Yes, you're absolutely right. As you've beautifully mentioned the significance of the full moon, let us now listen to a beautiful song. Poya Sande Sanda Kirinin.
Esilian sana sewa Poe sande sanda kiranin Lowe andura durueva Hadena gina sil suandin Hawe tu gandavana sewa Poe sande sanda kiranin Lowe andura durueva
Yes, during the past month, we, the children of Bracknell Dhamma School, have devoted ourselves to various meritorious activities in commemoration of the birth, enlightenment and parinibbana of the Lord Buddha. Now, we gather at this concluding moment with gratitude and joy.
ඔව් විදුන්යා ඇත්තටම මේ ආපු ගමන ඇතුලේ අපේ කටයුතු සාර්ථක කරගන්න අපිට බොහෝ අයගේ උදව් උපකාර ලැබුණා. ඉතින් ඒ හැමෝටම අපේ හදපිරි ස්තුතිය පුද කරන්නයි මේ සූදානම.
Now, with great pleasure, we invite Rayon Malli to present the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. It is truly a pleasure and an honour to deliver the vote of thanks on this special occasion. As we come to the end of the Vesak Festival 2025 at Bracknell Dhamma School, I hope all of you celebration. First of all, we would express our deepest gratitude to Sambit Hamdul for your constant guidance, leadership and blessing. Your presence added the meaning and completeness to this Vesak celebration. So, we are sincerely thankful for your dedication. We also especially best but to have the two venerable Hamdulus with us. Thank you for joining us with us. We also especially, a heartfelt thanks also goes to Rasika Mama and Amali Auntie, who plays a main role in continuing the activities in our Dhamma school. Please accept our sincere thanks from the bottom of our hearts. You are truly a great teachers in our lives. We also extend our thanks to our parents. Your dedication and tireless support made this Vesak event so bright and meaningful. So thank you so much. Furthermore, a huge thank you to everyone who took part in the Vesak. And thank you for everyone who's present here today. Finally, I'll thank you all my brothers and sisters here on Bracknell Dhamma School. I'm sure it will remain in our hearts forever. Thank you for all very much. Farewell, Samitha.
අපි මේ ලස්සන උත්සවය ලස්සන සින්දුවකින් අවසන් කරමු නේද විදුන්යා?
Yes, Tulati. Let us now invite our senior class brothers and sisters to grace us with this beautiful song.
Sorry to disturb you, sisters. We have an important thing to do before we finish our Vesak program.
මෙතුල් දන්නවද? අපේ බෝසතාණන් වහන්සේ බුදු බව ලබා ගත්තට පස්සේ මොකද කළේ කියලා?
Yes, after attaining enlightenment, he spent 7 weeks in the vicinity of the Bodhi tree, where he attained enlightenment. This is called Satya.
ඔව්, මේ සතියෙන් දෙවැනි සතියේදී අපේ බුදුරජාණන් වහන්සේ අනිමිස ලෝචන පූජාවක් පැවැත්වුවා.
Our Lord Buddha stood before the Bodhi tree without moving his eyes for 1 whole week to show his gratitude to the tree, which sheltered him in his struggle to attain Buddhahood.
ඉතින් අද මේ වෙසක් පොය දවසේ බුද්ධ චරිතය දැක්ුණ ඒ සුවිශේෂී ගුණය අපේ ජීවිතවලටත් බද්ධ කරන් ගන්න ඕනේ කියලා අපි හිතුවා.
Paying gratitude when we think about this as Dhamma school children, we cannot forget our Mahamdurwa.
කොච්චර වැඩ තිබුණත් පැය ගණනාවක් බය කරලා එන්න උනා අපේ දහම් පාසලේ සෑම දෙයකටම අපේ පාම්දුරෝ අපිත් එක්ක හිටියා. ගුරු හරුකම් දුන්නා. කොවිඩ් වසංගත කාලෙදී පවා පාම්දුරෝ අපිව අතහැරියේ නැහැ. ඔන්ලයින් දහම් පාසල හරහා අපි හැමෝම හමු වුණා.
Our Hamduro is our strength. Hamdurane, we are ever so grateful to you. We are ever so grateful to you. We all are little children. We have nothing to give you, but our heartfelt gratitude. All of you, please join us. Silavantam, Gunavantam, Punyachetam, Anugaram, Dulavena, Mayalatam, Vansitun, Sariputtati, Teranam, Agatam Pati, Patiya, Sattasila, Dayasam, Buddha Buddham, Namaham. When we started Dhamma school, we were waiting for Sunday to come. Dhamma school was the highlight of the whole week. Do you know why? We were looking forward to play with all of our brothers and sisters during break time. It was so fun!
සෙල්ලම් කරන්න විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඇයි විපුලිනන්ද කියන ඩෝනට් කන්න අපි දහම් පාසල් ආව ලොකුම හේතු දෙක තමයි මේ දෙක. නේද විපුලිනන්ද?
However, with the time, even without realizing, we have learned a lot. It is all because of you, Rasika Mama. Even our Lord Buddha preached 5 ways for pupils to respect their teachers in the Singalovada Sutta, saying that Singalovada Sutta, Mahamangala Sutta, and the Eightfold Path, all these Dhamma facts. If we know anything about Buddhism, it is because of you, Rasika Mama. All in our class are of different ages and ability levels. It must be really hard for you. but you were really patient with us. So, Rasika Mama, we have no words to express our gratitude towards you.
ඒත් එක්කම මෙතුල් අපිට අමතක කරන්න බැරි තවත් කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. ඒ තමයි අමාලි නන්දා. ඔයාලා හැමෝම දකින්න ඇති. අපේ පුංචි නංගිලා මල්ලිලා ලස්සන ඉදිරිපත් කිරීම කළා. හැබැයි කාලයක් තිබුණා අපේ පුංචි පන්තියට ටීචර් කෙනෙක් නැති. අපේ අම්මලා මාරුවෙන් මාරුවට පුංචි පන්තියට ඉගන්නුවා.
I remember.
අන්තිමට අපේ පුංචි පන්තිය නැවතින්න තැනට ආපු වෙලාවක තමයි අමාලි නන්දා කැමැත්තෙන්ම ඒ වගකීම බාරගත්තේ.
Yes, if Amali Nandi hadn't stepped up, you will not be able to see those little ones performing here nicely today.
Panamada kaditi vautaulu vaikale penna magano vati yanatale
Simkiri pebu musilein udumale ape guru tumayai tamat iskole ape guru tumayai tamat iskole. Rasika Mama,
Amali Nanda,
please accept our gratitude.
O vadasippa danena sikkapeti mamangaru sagaravena chittena ahanvandami tangaru ආදරයේ උල්පත වූ අම්මා මා ඔබගේ පුතු ඔබ මතු බුදු වන දවසේ මා රාහුල කුමරුන්සේ සෙවන පතා අදමෙන් පැමිණෙන්නේමි සුළඟිල්ලේලි
Amma sandaki mama elova hiroyaridi erahanden numbe lokaya eliyavuni Rakumata putun diviye duk kehata vindi Piyasane hasat kaugiliya unamadi
ඒ බුදුන් වහන්සේ මහා මංගල සූත්‍රයේ සිංහාලෝවාද සූත්‍රයේ වගේ නොයෙකුත් සූත්‍ර දේශනාවලින් දරුවන්ට දෙමව්පියන්ගේ ඇති වැදගත්කම පෙන්වා දී තිබෙනවා.
Not only that, Lord Buddha himself went to Tausisara Divya Loka to preach Dhamma to his late mother Mahamaya Deviya.
ඇයි බුදුන් වහන්සේ එතුමාගේ පියා වුණ සුද්ධෝදන රජතුමාට ධර්මයේ දේශනා කරන්න කිඹුල්වත් පුරයටත් වැඩම කළා. ඉතින් අවසාන වශයෙන් අපේ මේ සූදානම අපේ සෑම දෙයකටම අපේ පිටිපස්සෙන් ඉන්න අපේ ආදරණීය අම්මා තාත්තවත් මේ වෙලාවේ ආදරයෙන් මතක් කරන්නයි.
Yes, Amma, Tata, you are the strength behind us. You are the light that guides us onto the correct path. So, on this Vesak full moon Poya day, we would like to tell you that we are ever so grateful for all your dedication and hard work in making us great humans.
Dasamase Urikatva Ose Siyuti Karanam Ayudhidam Vasasatam Matupadam Namamaham Uttikalo Alingitva Chumbitva Piya Buddhakam Rajamacham Supatitam Pitupadam Namamaham.
Thank you. There are no more interruptions. All yours, Vidunya and Diliti.
මේ බෞද්ධ අපි හැමෝගේම එකම ප්‍රාර්ථනයයි.
Everyone Sannai, very well done.
Budu bana padaya Budu guna pamana Sipatana kewa Avasan malata mage Espiana mohate Budu himiruwa Dhamma Imen Pradima Pavanarisa Sanasiva Budu Bana Padaya Savana Lakira Budu Bana Pamana Sikatana Kira Sampai soyalos duka mingaman sampai lawanina lagu bersama alasan mohote itiriuna kalau mengenai mata ulama Budu
Now let us invite Rasika Mama and Amalinanda to give us a word of encouragement.
Thank you, Dilti. ගෞතම සංඝරත්නයන් අවසරයි. රසිකාය ඇතුළු මගේ දයාබර දෙමාපියන්ගෙන් අවසරයි. හිතවත් සියලු දෙනාගෙන් අවසරයි. මම ඉස්ලාම මගේ දරුවන්ට කතා කරන්නම්. My dear children, first I would like to say thank you, a heartfelt thank you to all my children in junior class and senior class. Over the last few months, you have worked tirelessly to make this event not just possible but truly special. Today, we saw your talent shine. All of you did an excellent job. I hope you have enjoyed the journey as much as we have enjoyed watching your growth. The experience you gained today will surely be valuable for you in the future. Thank you, children. දයාබර දෙමාපියනි මේ උත්සවය සාර්ථක කරගන්න ඔබේ කාලය ශ්‍රමය දැනුම මුදල් මේ හැම දෙයක්ම වැය කරා. ඇත්තටම මම ඒක ගොඩාක් අගය කරනවා. ඒ වගේම මගේ හදපතුලින්ම දහම් පාසල වෙනුවෙන් ඔයාලට ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා. ලංකාවෙන් දුර ඈත රටක ඉන්න අපිට අපේ දරුවන්ට බුද්ධ ආගම අපේ සංස්කෘතිය ගැන පුංචි හරි අවබෝධයක් දැනුමක් දෙන්න තියෙන හොඳම තැන තමයි අපි මේ ඉන්නේ. ඒ අපේ දහම් පාසල. ඉතින් මම හැමදෙනාගෙම ඉල්ලනවා මෙච්චර කාලයක් දුන්න සහයෝගය වගේ ඉස්සරහට මේ වගේ ලස්සන ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් කරලා අපේ දරුවන්ට හොඳ අත්දැකීමක් ලබා ගන්න අවස්ථාව උදා කරලා දෙන්න අපිත් එක්ක දිගටම රැඳෙන්න පුළුවන්කමක් තියනවා නම් මෙච්චර කාලයකට සම්බන්ධ වෙච්ච නැති දෙමාපියෝ තමන්ගේ දරුවන්ව එකගෙන එන්න කියලා මම ආරාධනා කරන්න කැමතියි. මෙත් සිතින් ආරාධනා කරනවා සියලු දෙනාට. ඉතින් බොහොම ස්තුතියි ඇවිල්ලා අපිට සහයෝගය දුන්නට. Thank you.
ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේලාගේ අවසරයි. हमारी नांगी टीचर කෙනෙක් හැටියට සහභාගී වෙලා කරපු කර්තව්‍යය පොඩ්ඩක් නිශ්ශබ්ද වෙන්න අපි අවසන් කරන්න ළඟයි. පොඩ්ඩක් නිශ්ශබ්ද වෙන්න ප්ලීස්. हमारी नांगी කරපු කර්තව්‍යය ඇත්තටම අපි අගය කරන්න ඕන. මේ සමාජයේ අපි දැන් ජීවත් වෙන අවුරුදු 12-15ක් විතර ඒ කාලය තුල අපි දැක්ක එකක් තමයි මේ දරුවෝ ඉපදලා තියෙන මේ රටේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ choice එකක් නෙමෙයි. ඒක අපේ choice එකක්. ඒක අපේ choice එකක්. එතකොට මේ දරුවන්ට අපි ලැබපු දහම් අධ්‍යාපනය ලංකාවේදී අපිට ලොකු භාග්‍යයක් තිබුණා. ඒ දහම් අධ්‍යාපනය ලබාගෙන යහපත් පුරවැසියෝ වගේ ජීවත් වෙන්න. එතකොට මට තිබ්බේ ලොකු ගැටලුවක් තමයි කොහොමද මේ අධ්‍යාපනය මගේ දරුවන්ට දෙන්නේ. මගේ දරුවන්ට දෙන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා මම කල්පනා කරගෙන ඉන්නකොට කාංචනන්නගේ මම ආරාධනා කරාද ඇවිල්ලා නැහැද? කාංචනන්නගේ මට කතා කරලා කිව්වා අපි ආයේ දහම් පාසල පටන් ගන්නවා එන්න පුළුවන් ද ටීච් කරන්න කියලා. එදි මම උඩින්ම පිළිගත්ත ආරාධනාව. ඒ පිළිගත්තු ආරාධනාව තමයි අද දක්වා අවුරුදු 12කට පස්සේ මේ ගෙනියන්නේ. අපේ සමිත ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේගේ අනුශාසනාව මැද තමයි මේ සිදුවීම් සියල්ලම සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ. ඒක නිසා මේ ක්‍රෙඩිට් එක අපි හාමුදුරුවන්ට ලඝු කර යුතුයි කියලා මම හිතනවා. මොකද හාමුදුරුවෝ නැත්තම් අපිට මේක අක්කත් කරන්න බෑ. කිසිම දෙයක් කරන්න බෑ. අපි කොච්චර බෞද්ධ වුණත් අපි කොච්චර ශ්‍රද්ධාවන්ත වුණත් ඒ දේ කරගන්න බෑ හාමුදුරුවන්ට. එදී අපි හදපතුලෙන් හාමුදුරුවන්ට ගෞරවයෙන් ප්‍රකාශ කර සිටිනවා. මෙතන සිටින හිටින සෑම දෙනාගේම වෙනුවෙන් ඔබ වහන්සේට ගොඩක් පිං අපේ මේ සමාජයට කරමු මේ සත්කාරයට. ඉතින් මම ළඟදී ආටිකල් එකක් කියුවා. ඒකේ තියෙනවා සමාජයේ මිනිස්සෙක් කොහොමද තමන්ගේ වගකීම සමාජයට පුද කරන්න කියලා. ඒක ඇත්තටම බණ කතාවක්. මහින්ද මහා ශාක්‍ය කෙනෙක් මහින්ද බුදුරජාණන් වහන්සේ ඉදිරියට ගිහිල්ලා අහනවා බුදුරජාණන් වහන්සේ ගිහි කෙනෙක් වශයෙන් උපාසක කෙනෙක් වශයෙන් මගේ තියෙන වගකීම මොකක්ද? බුදුරජාණන් වහන්සේ දේශනා කරනවා මහා නාමයට තමන් සීලයේ පිහිටා සිට අනිත් අයවත් සීලයේ සම්පත්තියේ තියන්න කියලා. මම හිතන්නේ අපි දෙමව්පිය වශයෙන් මේ සමාජය තුළ ඒ බුදුරජාණන් වහන්සේගේ ඒ උත්තරය අපි සියලු දෙනාගේ හදවත් වලට මහා ගැඹුරෙන් තියාගන්න ඕන කියලා මම විශ්වාස කරනවා. එතකොට තමයි මේ වගේ සිදුවීම් සිදු වෙන්නේ. තමන් ශ්‍රද්ධාවේ පිහිටලා අනිත් අයව ශ්‍රද්ධාවේ පිහිට වීම. ධම්මසලින් කරන්නේ ඒක. දරුවන්ට ශ්‍රද්ධාව ඇති වෙන විදිහට ධර්මයේ කියලා දෙලා ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ජීවිතය යහපත් කරන්න අපි දරන උත්සාහය උපාසක කෙනෙක් සමාජ සේවයක් කරන දෙයට හොඳ එක්සැම්පල් එකක්. ඉතින් මම ආරාධනා කරනවා මේ ඉන්න අපේ මේ බ්‍රැක්නල් වල ජීවත් වෙන සෑම දෙමව්පියන්ටම මේ දේවල් වලට සහභාගී වෙන්න කාලය හොඳයි දැන්. අපි දරුවෝ ලොකු වෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලන් උසස් අධ්‍යාපනය ලබන්න ලෑස්ති වෙලා ඉන්නවා. පොඩි ළමයි අමාරි නංගි කිව්වා වගේ අර දරුවෝ කිව්වා වගේ අමාරි නංගි ආවේ නැත්නම් ඒ දරුවෝ ටික යම් කිසි අපහසුතාවයකට පත් වෙනවා. ඒක ලොකු පිනක්. මේ වගේ පින් කරන සමාජික ජීවත් වෙන්න ලැබීමත් ඔබ අප සම කරලා තිබුණු විපාකයක් ඵල දීමක්. ඒ වගේම තමයි මම විශේෂයෙන් අත්‍තරම මේ දහම් පාසලේ දෙමව්පියන්ට විශේෂ ස්තුතියක් කරනවා. අපි කොච්චර දහම් පාසලේ ලැබි වෙලා උගන්වන්න ආස වෙලා ආවා දෙමව්පියන්ගේ ඒ ආශාව නැත්තම් ඒ උවමනාව නැත්තම් අපිට ඒ කර්තව්‍ය කරගන්න බෑ හම්බුනේ. ඒතර මේ දෙමව්පියෝ තමන්ගේ දරුවගේ අනාගතය ගැන හිතලා මේ කැපවීම මේ කාලය ශ්‍රමය ධනය සියල්ල කැප කරලා මේ කරන කැපවීම ඇත්තටම ඉතාමත්ම අගය කරන්න අවශ්‍යයි. ඒක විශේෂයෙන් මගේ ස්තුතිය උපද කරන්න කැමති දෙමව්පියන් වශයෙන් අමාරි නංගිට මාලි නංගි බීනා නංගි ඒගොල්ලෝ එකතු වෙලා මේ අනිත් දෙමව්පියන්ලා ඔක්කොම එකව කරගෙන පුදුමාකාර වෙහසක් මේ දවස් ටිකේ අරගත්ත මේ උත්සවය මේ ආකාරයෙන් පවත්වන්නට. ඉතින් මගේ හදපිරි සතුට සෙනෙහස ඒ දෙමව්පියන්ට මම උපද කරන්න කැමතියි. ඒ වගේම අද අපේ සමිත් ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේත් අලුත් ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේලා දෙනමකුත් මේ අවස්ථාවට වැඩම කරලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් සමිත් ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේට සෑහෙන වැඩ තියෙන අතරතුර තමයි අපිට අපේ වචන අහක දාන්න බැරි නිසා මේ අවස්ථාවට සහභාගී වෙලා අපිට ශක්තිය ධෛර්යය දෙන්න මේ අවස්ථාවට වැඩම කරේ. ඉතින් අද දවසේ අපි බුදුන් වහන්සේලා ගාථා කියලා දරුවන්ට ධර්ම ඥානය බෙදා ගන්න අවස්ථාවක් දීලා මේ සියල්ල කරලා අපි කරපු පින්කමේ කුසල විපාක සියලු දෙවියන් අවබෝධ කරගනිත්වා ශක්‍ර දේවේන්ද්‍රයන් ඇතුළු සතර මහා දෙවිවරුන් ඇතුළු සියලුම දෙව්ලොව වැඩ වාසය කරන සියලුම දෙවියන් මේ පින් අනුමෝදන් වෙත්වා. මේ භූමි තලයේ වැඩ සිටින සියලුම දෙවියන් ඒ පින් අනුමෝදන් වෙත්වා. ඒ පින් අනුමෝදන් වී සතුටට පැමිණෙන සියලුම දෙවියන් ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේලා ඇතුළු අප සියලු දෙනාගේ ජීවිත ආරක්ෂා කර දෙත්වා කියලා සාදුකේ මොකද. ඒ වගේම අපේ ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේලාගේ නමින් මියගිය සියලුම ඥාති මිත්‍රන් හිතවතුන්ගේ අප සියලු දෙනාගේ නමින් මියගිය ඥාති හිත මිත්‍රාදීන් යම් කිසි දුකකට පත් නම් ඒ සියලු දෙනාද මේ පින් අනුමෝදන් වී ඒ දුකින් මිදෙත්වා කියලා සාදු කියමු. ඒ වගේම පැමිණ මේ අවස්ථාවේ පැමිණි සෑම දෙනාටම බොහොම ස්තුතියි. හාමුදුරන්ට මම හිතන්නේ අපි යන්න අවසර දෙන්න ඕන මොකද හාමුදුරන්ට තව උත්සවයක් තියෙන නිසා දෙමෝපියන්ට අපේ දහම් පාසලේ දෙමෝපියන් සියලු දෙනාම රාත්‍රී භෝජන සංග්‍රහය ලෑස්ති කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලන්ට අපි ඊටම ආදරෙන් ඔබ සියලු දෙනාටම අපි ආරාධනා කරනවා මේ රාත්‍රී භෝජන සංග්‍රහයට සහභාගී වෙන්න කියලා යන්න කලින්. අපි මේ දහම් පාසලේ දරුවන්ගේ වෙසක් උත්සවයේ වෙනුවෙන් ඒගොල්ලන් මේ ලිපියක් හැම ළමයාටම ලියන්න කියලා කිව්වා. ඒගොල්ලෝ ලියපු ලිපි එකතු කරලා පොඩි පොත් පිංචක් හැදුවා. ඒ පොත් පිංච බෙදා දීමේ වැඩ කටයුතු අපි ඉවර කළා. වැඩසටහන අවසන් කරමු. Right. Kiara, එන්න පුතේ ඉස්සරහට. ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේලා අතින් අරගෙන ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේට වන්දනා කළා. Next one, Litumi.
Well done, Litumi. Good luck.
Anya.
Susati.
Sarah. Well done. Sadhu. Chanade, Nessa, both of you, please come forward. And Rayon Onel Yuval.
Yeah. Well done. Very good.
Sadeva. Diliti Odari. Meheli Mekpuru. Vidya. Assembly.
Well done, Hasindu. Very good. Sadhu. Sadhu ki line se. This is really nice, okay? It's a beautiful magazine. Very good, yeah? You did very well.
We're going to offer some booklets to someone as well.
Busarna Buta, good luck. Very nice. Thank you, Buta.
Is this just pictures?
Sit down, please.
Wait, cross-legged.
She joined I'm a Bracknell going to come with the drama before I carry him. No, he's mine. I'm stealing him. No, I steal him. Do you want to go to Adari? We don't want to come to Can I get a hug at least? I'm not stealing you. I'm coming to your house at night. I know better.
Very well done. Excellent.